Hey, this is Samantha here from RecipeThis.com and the voice behind the popular Kitchen Gadgets podcast, Magic with Gadgets. Today I wanted to show you just how easy it is to cook your favourite topside in the slow cooker.
Well, before we dive into this recipe, I just wanted to suggest that you head over to RecipeThis.com. We've got more than 1,200 kitchen gadget recipes, including recipes for the air fryer, instant pot, slow cooker, soup maker, bread maker, microwave, Ninja Foodie, and many others. We also have a free weekly newsletter, which you can find on the homepage of RecipeThis.com, or you can find it on RecipeThis.com/newsletter. And there you can get our best kitchen gadget recipes sent to your inbox every Friday morning.
Now back to slow cooker topside. You're probably wondering, why do topside considering it's naturally tender anyway when you roast it in the oven? Well, just think, in the slow cooker it's even more tender. And because this recipe is so easy to mix and match, you could do topside, silver side, if you're in America, a chuck roast, all following the same method. Ingredients. What ingredients do you need to do a slow cooker topside? Well, carrots, celery, onion, and then for seasoning we're going with thyme, or in Spanish tomillo, and some salt and some pepper. And then of course the other ingredients beyond the meat is some beef stock. You don't need a lot of beef stock. This is the portion we've got, which is the equivalent of a cup of beef stock. And then of course the best ingredient of them all is some topside. I picked up this topside from our local butchers, and he nicely packaged it and labelled it up for me. So it's a decent sized joint, and let me have a look here. It's 1.1 kilos. So that's not a bad size, that's just over 2.3 pounds. So it'll do well in the slow cooker and be enough for dinner. So let's get started, shall we? So first of all, I recommend you do your prep work, get it over and done with. So you want to find some celery that you can slice and dice. And you can use as much celery as you want. I'm going with just 3 small sticks here. And then what you can also use is you can use the stock that you get from the beef juices and from your celery, carrot and onion to make yourself like a hidden veggies gravy as well. So on with the carrots. And then once you've peeled your carrots, just give it a quick dice. And then those are your celery and your carrots, and then let's see if this onion's going to make me cry. And then yeah, there you have it. That's your celery, your carrots and your onion ready to go with your beef topside. Now, what I would normally do is I would brown it on all sides first, but I'm sure you don't want to watch me for ages browning some beef, so I'm going to give you the quick version. Which of course, if you do want to brown the beef, head over to RecipeThis.com, search topside, and you can actually find the recipe with us browning the meat as well. So if you're not browning it, what I recommend you do is you throw into your slow cooker your carrots, your celery and your onion. And then once you've done this, what I recommend you do is you load it up with your beef stock. And then you can just make sure everything's nicely mixed in like that. And then of course you can add your tomillo. And then let's get out this beef, shall we? I know that juices are going to go everywhere here. I was saying when you unpackage some beef, but let's see how bad we're talking. Oh, not too bad really. And wow, that is a fantastic piece of topside. I think that is lovely and just perfect for slow cooking. So then place your topside over now, and then I'm just going to give my hands a quick wash. And then season your topside with your salt and pepper. And then after this, I recommend an extra sprinkling of your tomato over your beef. And now it is ready for slow cooking. You can just place the lid on. And then I recommend putting it to high. And then you're looking at 3 to 4 hours, depending on the size of your top side. And then I recommend leaving it for an extra hour, just so that it can rest, because it makes it even more tender then. And then we can see how it turns out, shall we? So the top side did 3 hours, and then we left the slow cooker turned off for another 20 minutes. And now we're going to show you it. So as you can see, you can tell it's cooked because it's shrunk. That's what all chefs always tell me to know when meat's done. So let's just loosen the celery here, stuck to the bottom. And then you can move it onto a chopping board and then give it a few minutes before you actually slice it up. And then this is what you've got left over in the bottom, which of course makes an absolutely awesome gravy. You know, if you've not made a gravy out the stock that's in the bottom, then you're missing out. So what I recommend you do, you get yourself one of these hand blenders. This is the one we've got. And we actually got this from the Lidl in Portugal. So it's still on a 2-pin, so I need to look somewhere now for my attachment. But basically, any hand mixer you've got like this, it's absolutely perfect for the bottom of the slow cooker. We use it on our soups as well, and it's just amazing. So, hand blender ready? Yep, it's working. So, then you'll have a creamier stock, and you can then use this as gravy. I much prefer to do this in the soup maker. It blasts it so much faster, and the problem is we're at a country cottage at the moment, so we've got limited resources. So if you have got a soup maker or a quick blender, I recommend you load this into the blender, and also recommend adding in a couple of slices of the beef as well. Not much, just tiny little bits from the end, because it can add extra flavour to it. So let's see how this beef looks, shall we? Oh wow. I'll show you this bit because it's just amazing. So there you have it, that's perfectly cooked. Slow cooker top side. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the air fryer on, and I'm going to warm up my favourite Aunt Bessie's Yorkshire puddings to serve with it, because it's just asking for some Yorkshires. So the air fryer is beeped with my frozen Yorkshire puddings. So you can load up some Yorkshire puddings onto your plate. Then of course you've got the sliced beef, which, oh my god, it's just so nice. You know, it's tender, fall apart when you do it like that. And then let me just show you this gravy that we made. So that is exactly what it looks like, and it's just like a creamy sauce. So you could call it a hidden veggie gravy really, because you've got the carrots, the celery and the onion in there, you've got the beef stock, you know, and it's just a lovely combination of flavours. So just do it like that. And then of course, if you're like me, you know, you've got to have some gravy for your Yorkshires. And then it's ready now to be served. And of course, you know, you can load it up with some veggies as well. We've got loads of veggie recipes over on recipethis.com if you want to head over there and grab some veggie ideas. So now it's cool enough, let's tuck in. And as you can see from how good it is on the knife, you can just tell how lovely that is and how perfectly cooked it is. So, oh, honestly, it melts in your mouth. If you've not done roast beef in the slow cooker before for your Sunday roast, then I highly recommend you do so. And the Yorkshire puddings are just amazing with this gravy. I never buy gravy granules, and I never buy OXO cubes, because I find that you can get so much flavour out of the meat itself and some seasoning and making your own stock.
Yorkshire girl here. I could just not eat enough Yorkshire puddings. I just absolutely love them. What I recommend you do is you find some small foil containers and you load up your leftovers into that, and then just label it up as your beef gravy. And then next time you're doing a slow cooker recipe or with another gadget, you've got something ready to go for your beef.
Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the Recipe This family. You can find us on Twitter, Facebook and Pinterest. We also have a weekly newsletter at recipethis.com/newsletter, where we share with you our latest kitchen gadget recipes, what we're cooking in the Milner kitchen, and so much more. As well as this, we recommend that you subscribe to our YouTube channel, and then whenever we have a new video, you will be the first to know. And if you want to know about all our future videos, then I recommend you hit the bell for instant notifications. But even better, we now have a podcast. It's called Magic with Gadgets. Simply search Magic with Gadgets on your favourite podcast player and you'll find us there.